edition of Devils After Dark right here on the Let's Go Devils podcast network. I'm Scotty, along with Bat Cave right now. Not really sure exactly where he is or what's going on. He's working on getting that audio up and going. But we're here talking about a huge victory for these New Jersey Devils. Wow, what a game did they play down there in FLA. What did we say last time? Gonna put the L in Florida. Gonna deliver that loss, and no one's going streaking tonight because the Devils come away with the victory. Hello to everyone on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. X, Instagram, Twitch, wherever else. Woo! What a game. Man, was this a good one. Let's talk about it. Number 40 on the season. Number 40. We're almost halfway through the regular season already. The Road Warriors are on the road again. Willie Nelson style down there in Florida, taking on the Cats, the Panthers. And we all know those Panthers are a physical team. We saw it last year with all the hoopla that they were trying to go after Nico, and no one was responding. Will the Devils continue to respond tonight? Florida is definitely a team that will give you that extra shot when you're not looking. They're a team that an opposing fan like myself and like you hates, and if you're a fan of, you absolutely love because they stick up for each other. So looking at Dawson Mercer, Jesper Bratt, Nico Hischier to lead the charge on offense. Nico Daws back in net against Bob. Panthers 9-game win streak on the line. And you know what that means. 9 games, they're due for a loss. And the Devils going in today, by the way, 5th in the league in goals for and 28th in the league in goals against. Will Nico Daws have anything to say about that? Yes, he did today. Let's talk about it here. It started out with a scare, actually. First period. Bennett put one right off the post about 15 seconds in. I was still writing my little notes down over here about who's starting and who's in and out. And I hear ka-ting. And I'm like, what's going on? Yeah. Off the post over there for Bennett, but the Devils survive. And you know what? Nico Daws, he got some help from the old goalpost tonight, but he was in position all over the place, tracking that puck. Man, I know we talked about that before. I love that. He always looks like he's squared up to that puck, wherever it is on the ice. And it didn't take long for the Devils to get on the board. Only 3 minutes and 50 seconds into that first period, Alexander Holtz. Another one we need to lean on a little bit with all these injuries in the scoring department. Well, he gets his 10th goal of the season. That's right. He's into the double digits, just short of being halfway through. And we know Holtz hasn't played every game either. So, loving the progress we've been seeing from him and the defensive responsibility. He made a number of plays that Ken Danico called out as well. After, getting checked real fast in one of the opening minutes there, he looked ready. Whenever he had the puck, he knew exactly where he was going to go with it. Before he even, received the pass. But this was a great individual effort by Holtzy over here. One of those turn and burns. He had the puck. He was using his speed. Okay. He just kind of spins and he throws it at the net. And he put some barbecue sauce on that one. Just whipping it over there towards the net. It deflects off our old friend Dmitry Kulikov. And then up over the shoulder of Bobrovsky and into the net. And oh, baby, did we see the Devil fans down there in Florida making some noise for our team. Love hearing those Let's Go Devils chants out on the road. The boys are up 1-0 early in this game. And we had Nico Hischier and Jesper Bratt get a good opportunity there with the little scramble in front of the net. And that's where we kind of saw, Jesper Bratt got an extra shot to the face there. And that's what I said. Opposing fans hate them, and their own fans love them very much. That's the way they play. But they don't go, well, I mean, last year they did. We can all talk about the Nico situation. But they play the way that I hope the Devils would play or continue to play, with that physical presence and going after it. And it didn't take too much. Actually, it did. 10 minutes later, but the Devils were playing great here in this first period. We got a goal. We thought it was Mikey McLeod, but oh no, it's our man who we were just talking about. As someone we would like to see help, move this offense along with all these injuries, Jesper Bratt. And let me tell you, 2-0 Devils here, 14:45 of the first period. This was the power, finesse, speed trifecta coming from Jesper Bratt. I like to call him the brutalizer because you see him, getting in the corners and not afraid to stick up for his teammates. Well, Jesper Bratt, he is down below the goal line, okay? And in the corner, and he's using his speed here to do a little spin. He's going towards the boards, and he spins and peels off of Kulikov. So he uses the speed and finesse, and then as he's driving to the net, now Kulikov is a much bigger dude than Jesper. Let's face it, Jesper Bratt's not the biggest guy in the world, but man, he's got the thunder thighs of steel. Thunder thighs of steel. Because those legs can get where he's got to go with that skating. And he literally does a power move and cuts in front of the goal line, okay, to get himself, squared up with Bobrovsky there. And Kulikov, he basically just boxes out Kulikov from the play. Now, Kulikov does a chop of the stick, and he actually gets the puck, but it kind of scoots backwards. And who's right there? Mikey McLeod. Being a smart player, not giving up. We talked about that in the last game and many games. Mikey McLeod, we've been talking about it all season, actually. We've been saying he's been playing his best hockey of his career. He keeps the legs going, and he's able to gather, and he puts the puck on net, and it actually goes off of, I think everyone thought it was originally Mikey McLeod's goal, but it actually ends up going off of the stick of Jesper Bratt, who's got his stick on the ice in the crease. Wow. What an individual effort right there from Jesper Bratt. The speed, the finesse, the power to block out and drive to the front of the net from behind, getting out in front on the much bigger defenseman Kulikov, and then the headiness, the hockey sense to get your stick back down on the ice right there in the crease in case of a tip. Amazing goal there by Jesper Bratt, his 16th of the year. And Mikey McLeod picks up the assist, his 9th. 2-0 Devils. And then we had a big scare at the end. Whoa, man. At the end of that second period, Dawson Mercer. Oh, man. A massive shot block off of the shot from the point. I think it went off his ankle, or was it shin? He basically could not put any weight down on that right skate. And as a Devils fan, you're just thinking, oh no, not the Iron Man. It can't be the Iron Man going down. The guy who has never missed a game in his career, Dawson Mercer. You see him going right off the ice, and then, got the arms over the trainers, and he's hobbling back to the locker room, and you're like, oh no, please, not another. And then Nico Daws comes up with a big timely save, coming across, getting that. Oh man, he was nasty with that blocker tonight. He had a number of big saves, but this was right at the end of the first period with literally, it was maybe like 4 or 5 seconds left. The Panthers were trying to put some pressure on there with the Devils up by 2, but Nico Daws comes up huge. And great stat by the MSG crew. Devils 9-1-1 when leading after the first period. And then, relief. Who comes back out on the ice? Old DM with that hair waving. So good to see Mercer back out there on the ice. Does not miss anything. And love seeing it. Second period starts. We got Kevin Ball making a great defensive play. And he did something similar in the previous game as well, where, he goes down on the ice, but he waited. Remember the last game, he had to hustle back and then was able to spin and then get down on the ice to, it was Kucherov and Stamkos. And Kucherov could only put that pass like up in the air, and Stamkos' only opportunity was to try and baseball it out of midair, which obviously he missed. So Kevin Ball, again, this time with Tkachuk kind of, gliding down into the corner, and Kevin Ball goes down at the right time, not too early, not too late, and he makes Tkachuk hesitate just for a second. And in that time, with that big body stretched out on the ice, Supermanin, Tkachuk doesn't get the pass across, and he breaks up the play. Really, really good play there by Kevin Ball. And then the Devils, they get another one. This time, 3:51 into the second period. So Holtby scores at 3:50. Erik Haula scores at 3:51. And it's unfortunate that Nico Hischier doesn't get an assist on this one, because he very much deserved it. But what can you do? Devils exit the zone, pass up to Nico at the blue line. He takes it through center ice. He enters the offensive zone, and then he kind of cuts towards the middle, and he draws two Panthers on him. And then he drops a pass back to Erik Haula, but Montour gets a stick on it, and it kind of pops up for a second, but then Erik Haula is able to like cradle it real quick and then just let it fly. And he keeps it low, and it beats Bobrovsky 5-hole to put the Devils up 3-0 at 3:51 into the second period. That's another even strength goal. Erik Haula, his 10th unassisted. Remember last year how long it took Erik Haula to get 10 goals? Woo! So much better. And now, with Holtby and Haula, the Devils have 7 players with at least 10 goals on the team. And then after that, Nico Daws is like, I got it, boys. I'm going to take over from here. I mean, he was tracking the puck all over the place. Huge blocker save on Bennett right up in front. You hear Bill Spalding and Ken Danico talking about how patient he was and how calm he was. I'm not patient, I'm sorry. How calm he was under pressure over there. You didn't see him scrambling. You didn't see him going over the place. And I swear, dude, those shoulders are just lined up, squared up. Wherever that puck was, man, he was just tracking it. Loved seeing that. He had a big stop on Barkov. And then Colin Miller took a slashing penalty late in the period. Daws had another big blocker save on Verhaeghe. He got a cross ice pass, and man, or maybe he hit it with the side, but I thought it was the blocker. But he was just on fire tonight. Eventually, though, the Panthers do get on the board at 19:27 of the second period. So a very late goal, power play goal, and this was right after that sliding save on Verhaeghe. And Tkachuk is down low at the side of the net, and man, it was a backhand, no look, through the legs pass. Okay, he's going, towards the corner, past the goal line there, and he puts that right back. And who does he send it to? Friggin' Sam Reinhart, who is one of the top goal scorers in the league this year, right? I think he's only one or two behind Austin Matthews, and he's able to just bury this. I mean, no goalie would have had a chance on this one with that no look pass. They got Kevin Ball spun around like, are you freaking kidding me? What? Where did that go? It was, you got to tip your hat on that one to Tkachuk and Reinhart. His 31st of the year, power play goal at 19:27. 3-1 New Jersey Devils. And then in the third period, man, it was a lot of Nico Daws once again. I mean, save after save. The Panthers came out in that third. Man, they came out swinging. They were going for it. And Nico Daws just over and over and over again. Coming up huge, robbing them. Again, tracking that puck. Wherever that puck was, you saw him going. And, the Devils got 2 power plays, both kind of uneventful. It did seem like Luke got tripped again on the second one, but we won't talk about that. Devils then had a penalty kill, a penalty to kill, I should say, near the end of the game. And Nico Daws, you could say he got a little help from the post, which he did, but to me, that's him coming out and playing his angles and not giving Montour anything to shoot at. So hey, you got to get it in the net. The posts don't count. So if he's got that angle covered and that's the only thing they got, that's a good play by the goalie. But he's shown his confidence. He's shown his hockey smarts. Man, was he on it tonight. And then when did he have that big? He had a big glove save as well. Was that after that? Oh, yeah, that's when they went 6-on-5. The highway robbery. After the Devils killed off that penalty, which we got to give a shout also right after that play with Daws, angling out Montour, and he puts the puck off the side of the post there. Nico Hischier, massive shot block to finish off that penalty kill. So the captain, even though he got robbed of his assist that he rightly deserved earlier in the game, he had himself a strong performance tonight as well. And then, of course, goalies, Bob Rossi's getting pulled there. Paul Maurice, nice Hartford Whalers shout as well by Bill Spalding. You almost forget Paul Maurice was the coach of the Whalers before they moved to Carolina. But either way, 6-on-5, and Daws with the highway robbery. Initial shot, he gets the big stick and he waffle boards your blocker. He just paddles it away. I'll say paddles it away. Getting my Doc Emmerich, my Emmerich isms mixed up over here. And he just kind of swats it away. And it goes right to who? Sam Reinhart. Okay. Mr. 31 goals on the season already. And then Nico Daws comes out and he just flashes that glove. Woo, baby. And then he had the headbutt save. He was going for the Marty Brodeur, the empty net goal. It got cut off. I think Barkov cut it off. And then, we had plenty of action down there in the Florida Panthers zone. I know who scored. And I was looking forward to another a 2-day in a row football call, but unfortunately we're having a little technical difficulties right now. And I think Nico Hischier, Dawson Mercer, and it might have been Halla as well. I feel like they each got like 2 or 3 opportunities at that empty net goal. And the Panthers were just all diving and blocking all these shots. Finally, John, don't call me Dan, laces out, isotoner gloves, Marino puts it on ice for the Devils and seals the deal with an empty net goal at 19:41 of the third period, his second of the year. Devils win 4-1, 36 saves for Nico Daws. Oh, we didn't even talk about that one. I think it might have been Barkov, where the puck was kind of sitting there in the crease, and he kind of just swatted his stick at it, and Daws was there with the leg to kick it out. Oh, man. What a performance from Nico Daws. Shots on goal for the Devils, 12, 5, 5 for a total of 22. For the Cats, 8, 13, 16 in that third period for a total of 37. Face-off percentage was very, very even. Devils had them by 1, 27 wins to 26. Devils were 0 for 2 on the power play. Panthers were 1 for 2. Panthers out-hit the Devils 22-13. The Devils had 21 blocked shots tonight. So not only Nico Daws, but a strong defensive effort from this team as well. And I will note, no penalties by one Brendan Smith. So that's what I'm talking about over there. And he was playing top-line D minutes with Simone Nemec. So a good on Brendan Smith over there. Incredible game for the Devils. They even up the season series with the Florida Panthers. Because remember, Florida came in was like the second or third game of the season, right? And they scored 4, I think it was, let me look. I know it's down here at the bottom of there it is. Yeah, they scored 4, and then the Devils got 3, but they came up short in that game. So they repay the favor and get the victory. 4-1 New Jersey Devils. Want to know what you think about it on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch, Instagram, everything else, because there's a lot. There's a lot of the old social medias. And let me see here. Let me just check out the old standings in the wild card. Okay, the Devils are up into the wild card position with 47 points. They have 3 games in hand on the team that is right behind them, the Tampa Bay Lightning. And then the same amount of games played as the Caps and Penguins. Oh, and then the Red Wings are there too with 45 points. And they have 1 game in hand on the Red Wings. And don't look now, but our offensive juggernaut of a team, the Devils, have finally got on the positive side in the goal differential. We are now a +1 in the goal differential. And the Road Warriors are back at it once again with this victory down in Florida. Let's see what you have to say about it. Oh, man. Max is going to be at the TD Garden on Monday. Woo! That's right. We got an early one against Boston up on the Martin Luther King holiday, 1 p.m. Eastern start. Stephen Herschel, I know we all wanted a Sam Wu football call. Again, we barely got the show going tonight. Sam is out in the Bat Cave, not the usual bunker at Mrs. Wu's Displeasure Palace. So we had a lot of technical difficulties going off. I know, Max, I see you as well. Ted, I know everyone wants the football call. I wanted the football call too. But Sam has told me, he has promised that tomorrow, when he does the Woo report, he will relive that magical moment of John Marino's empty net goal, and you will get a Sam Wu football call if you check out the Woo report tomorrow morning once Sam makes his way back to the bunker. And that's right, Shane. Marino laces out. Bastion also had a strong game as well. Got to give him a shout. He's kept up that play with the physicality that we know we've been looking for from him. Supernova, yes, again, I know I'm scrolling through all of the comments here on YouTube. I know that we want the Sam Wu football call. I promise you, tomorrow, Wu report, it is coming your way. R. Nunez, hey, you know what? Oh, and Sam just texted me. He says noon Eastern tomorrow. Noon Eastern tomorrow for the Wu report. Relive the magic of John Marino's empty net goal with the king of the football calls himself, Sam, by God, Wu. What is this? The Motor City Madman. All right. I like that. I don't know, Max. I don't know if Fitzy's going to call Flames GM. Oh, for a 3rd and 4th round pick? Yeah, that's about it. Daws, by the way, got the first star of the night, as he deserved. Selected. Yeah, Florida came out hard. Is this Shalobi? Solid game by Daws. He is settling in nicely. And don't forget, this kid's just coming back from hip surgery. You know, that might be a little something lost out there, is that he's coming back from hip surgery. He's not even into, like, his full, quote-unquote mid-season form just yet. I think we're going to get good stuff from him. Shalobi, nice 60 minutes of hockey, that's right. What is this, Spyro, buddy? Hey. Welcome. I don't think I've ever seen that username before. Does make a big difference with Daws and net. Although I will say, I thought Vitek Vanacek had a strong game the other day too. I only had one goal that I was just like, against Tampa. And I know many of you have probably seen the Sam Wu tweets about Triple V, Vitek Vesna Vanacek. Now, I like this because I get to make all Triple H references. Time to play the game. I would love it if the next time, Vitek, if you're listening, can you do like the water spit like Triple H does next time you're in goal? But you know what? I'm kind of with Sam where I don't want to see Fitzy go out and get a Gibson or a Markstrom or someone like that. Even Merce Lincoln's, even though I would love Elvis and we can make all the Elvis jokes again. I don't know. I just don't want to see him. I don't want to see us as the team get locked into those massive contracts with those goaltenders that, I don't know. Soros is a different story, okay? In my mind. But right now, I'm okay standing pat. So we're going to see. Pollock, what is this? Scotty, I said we had a chance to win this game. That Florida being on the streak, they were due for a loss. They were due for. Uh-oh. Hang on. Wait a second. Wait a second. I'm getting something in my ear right now. Yeah. Okay. I just got a note from Mrs. Wu, and she has given the green light here, even out on remote location, that we need to go and check in with the king of the football calls himself, Sam by God Woo, for this Devils After Dark game update.
This game update is brought to you by And Crew Brew. And Crew Brew, where we make winning memories together, one crew at a time. Join us at the outdoor game, February 17th. Devils, Panthers, at sunrise. Oh, baby, do we have a game for you today? Devils up 3-1. What? Lindy Ruff going for the 2-point conversion. Oh my goodness. Marino at the 1-yard line. The puck is snapped. It's a tush push in the end zone. Touchdown Devils. Touchdown Devils. Oh my God. The Devils have mauled the Panthers. Oh, go for the jugular, Scotty. It's all you, baby! Devils win 4-1! Are you ready, New Jersey?
Wow! Mauling the Panthers! Wait, did they take him out back and Old Yeller him?
Scotty, I'm just happy I was able to get the football call. But yes, they
okay.
Old Yeller. Yeah.
Okay, so we're wondering now. So we got Sam is live from a toilet. Max has said he's been Old Yellered. And we got many people saying that you're in the Batman Tumblr, which is ironic because as I was telling Sam Wu before, I have a little date with Batman tonight for the 35th anniversary of the 1989 movie. I'm going to see that at the Dolby Theater here in Los Angeles with an orchestra playing the actual theatrical music. And Sam's like, we're having technical difficulties. I'm like, I'm on a clock here, Sam. I got some Batman action happening in a little bit, man. We got to get this going. But, oh, man. What a football call from Sam Wu. A tush push. I think that's our first tush push football call over there. Woo! What a great job by the king of the football calls, Sam, by God, woo. And as I was saying, Pollock, yes, you're absolutely right. Panthers were due for an L. And I see a lot of other people on here too about the goalie situation. Yeah, there's some other people we might want to be giving that money to. So we'll see what Fitzy does, but I kind of agree with Sam Wu. I know a lot of people on the old socials thought Sam was just trying to be, funny guy, with we like to do our hot takes and stuff like that. But no, Sam's just trying to spark some discussion and look at it from a different perspective. Because we're very quick. Oh, injuries. Let's go. Let's do this. What are the consequences to that? Because there is some, especially with some of those goalies that are out there and the contracts that they have. So we're going to talk more about it. I know Sam's going to talk more about it tomorrow on the Woo Report, 12 noon Eastern. And then we're going to have the no, Ted. Yes, the one with the Prince soundtrack, but it's the Danny Elfman music. So the orchestra does all that, and then they play the movie on this big, massive screen. It's going to be pretty wild. I think it's actually coming to the NJ Pack in Newark sometime in February, actually. I think there's like 15 or 16 shows across the country. Look it up. I don't know. I saw it on Instagram. I was like, what is that? Tickets, please. So, yeah, I'm going to go check that out here in a little bit. So we're going to wrap up this edition of Devils After Dark. Jack Nicholson went to my high school. Where did they get a load of you, Shane Van Sickle? We'll be back tomorrow with the big show. Let's Go Devils podcast. Beer Baron, myself, Shorts Guy, Sam Wu, and the Woo Report in the morning. Don't forget, tailgating, outdoor game. Those jerseys are going to be coming out soon. End of January. Woo, baby, I can't wait. It's going to be good times. Good times. And then we got the game again on Monday up there at the TD Garden. Maybe we'll get a live report from Max. We'll see how it goes. Devils win 4-1, beat the Panthers, end that streak. Until next time, let's go Devils.